Well, I've come down to a different area today because everybody in my litter picking videos has said to me, hey, are there any other areas of Calgary that need some litter picked up? It looks like they had a high discharge of water down here. The only thing I will say to you is, if you come down here, be prepared for the water level to change very, very quickly. This is a place called Sandy Beach, and just up around that corner there is a dam up there, and they do release water at different rates, so be careful. So yes, so I will start my litter picking along here and head up that way. That's the new bridge that they built. So I'm going to do kind of a loop around here. There's many different loops that you can do here that will take you to different places. So I'm going to head down that way and make a start. Looks like we have some garbage over there already. Well, that was interesting. I just met a very nice young lady there called Elizabeth, who was bird watching. And this is a great place for bird watching down through here. A lot of migrating birds and what have you. Now, I left my car just literally a few moments ago, and that's what I've got. Oh, there's another piece. That's what I've got already. Yes, looks like this area needs some considerable clean up. That's wrapped around a tree root, that doesn't help. Right, so I will continue on my way up here, see what I can find other than wet feet. So it doesn't matter where I go, I have to be walking through water. It's a habit. Oh, there's another piece in there. Oh my god, there's a lot of garbage down here. Okay, so this is going to be a project. I'm going to go up over the bridge. There's a loop around that I can do up through the trees over there, which I know gets quite messy. If I'm feeling very adventurous, I might go up the trail and back across the dam at the end, but we'll see how much garbage there is up in here, see what I can find. Okay, this is bad. I have parked literally 100 yards, 200 yards down that way, and I have emptied my first bin. That is disgusting. Can't believe it. Literally, I thought this area would be a lot cleaner than this, and it's not. Wow. I've literally just emptied my first bin. And I've walked, see that fence along there at the end? That is where I started. And I've just emptied one bin. I can actually see my car through the trees. That is insane. Yeah. What the hell, people? Let's have a look through here. These are very popular sites. Make sure there's no garbage in here, which there is, of course. Beer bottles don't burn, people. Oh my god. Okay, I need to clean all this up. Right, heading along. I'm well along my way to filling up my second bucket, which is quite incredible, really. Right, on I go. Do some more of that. Right, let's get some pictures along here of the bridge. We lost a sock. We'll clean that up. Bridge is looking a lot better than the old bridge. The old bridge, which was almost the same height, got completely washed out. I think the dog has finally got the message to go and catch the stick. Right, let me clean up along here a little bit and see what I can. Right, have to do this shot. Not done this shot for a while. But, just talking to a guy there. That's one thing, when you come down here, you'll certainly meet a lot of dog walkers. There's loads and loads of dog walkers down through here. Yeah. I can see where the water was actually considerably higher than it is now. Yeah. So they've dropped the water down. This is a man regulated river. Yeah. So if you're ever down in here, just always be aware that you might have to get out the valley pretty quick. So that's looking pretty wet and muddy down there. Let's have a look. See, I can't even, on my days off in the city, I can't not walk through water. It's almost compulsory. Oh, and there's a piece of garbage, so I will just grab that. Another piece I just spotted, and then I'll head up through the bushes here. Head down that way. Well, that's a different shot of the bridge. I will take that. I will head up over the top here and back over the bridge and see what I can find up the other side. Right, this is the Sandy Beach Bridge. The new bridge. The old bridge got completely destroyed. There's the old bridge. I've got some pictures somewhere of the old bridge. I'll see if I can find one and insert it in the video. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Not bad, eh? Fairly clean. Yes, there is a path that goes up the other side there. That winding path heads up the other side. So I've just done all along that beach area there. On a really hot sunny day. I suspect later today it will get very busy. As it stands at the moment, it's pretty good. Yes. Ooh, cigarette end there. Let me just grab that cigarette end and off we go. Right, so over this side of the bridge. Trying to get a shot of this bridge with no people on it is not easy. A very popular spot. Yes, right. So I'm going to head along here, make this a loop. I think I might come back that way. I will head down this way because I have found an extraordinary amount of garbage along here before now. So I will do that. See what I can find. Shouldn't be too bad. Yes, rather nice shot of the bridge, like that. Yeah. Excellent. Yes. Right, let me go along here, see what I can find. It's a very pleasant walk down through here. You can make numerous loops. There's loads of loops. Oh, found some cigarette ends. I shall grab those, clean those up, and then head along that way. That's a good bench location. Yes. Right, there I go. Now, this is a popular spot.
Why would you take the swim off if it's already on? It's the thing with the little clip that you can just...
Very popular with people fishing.
The thing that was on my rod before.
So I will head down this way, see what garbage I can find down that way. Quite peaceful down here at the moment. I'm sure it'll get a lot busier later. A lot of people like rafting down this river. This is a good rafting river. A lot of people start at like the sandy beach area there. There's a favourite launch spot there, and then you can float all the way down into downtown Calgary. Yeah, so it's actually pretty good. This is fairly clean along here, quite pleasant. Yeah. There's lots of different pathways down onto this piece. I did expect to find more garbage down here, I'll be quite honest. You go and clean up around that bench if there's anything up by the bench. Quite often you find garbage by the bench. Oh, looks pretty good. Ah, cool. That's always good. That's a rock. But I have to say, this is I'm pleasantly surprised at how little garbage there is along this section. It's nice to see. So, yeah. It's quite a nice walking loop around here. A lot of people bring their dogs down here, obviously, to run around, splash in the river. I've seen loads of dogs in the river already. Yeah, they love it. Yeah. Right, I think I have to nip back in at this end over here. Look at this, willows, and I don't even need to clear them off trail. Yay! I was going to head back out today and build a bridge in a location out in the mountains that I know needs a bridge now. It bugs me. There's some deadfall to clear, and I know that once I clear it I can make a very good bridge out of the bits. So that might be next weekend's project. Get off, mosquito. Right, let me head up through here. I'll go back up onto the walk-in trail and see what I can find up there. Right, on I go. One last look along the river. Yeah, this is a very nice pathway, often missed by a lot of people because you go along the main path and they forget that this piece is in here. This is much nicer walking along here than along the concrete and the tarmac, that's for sure. Yes. I have found all kinds of garbage down in here before now. So I haven't done a litter pick down through here for some time. You can go all the way up and around, back round the other way. I think I'm going to turn this into a loop. I just spotted some more garbage, so I'll pick that up and go from there. Very nice walkway along here though, isn't it? Can't beat that. I've parked here before now. This is a underutilised little parking area, but I have noticed there's quite a lot of garbage in here. So where I've just come down through that way, and I'm now going to head up just around here, just have a quick walk around the parking lot, then I'm going to head back along and up through there. Right, so this is my walk back up. I just did basically a whole bucket in that parking lot, which really quite surprised me. This is a off-leash area down through the trees here, all the people walking their dogs, and that nice path is down through there. I'm just going to walk back up the boring path, turn it into a loop. There's a piece of garbage down there, I will grab that and head on up that way. Down through there, this is an off-leash dog park. There's all kinds of trails that head up around the side here, and I'm going to head up back round to the bridge. I don't know if I fancy going up the top of the hill there. Yeah, if I go along the top of the hill, I could come up around past the dam, I guess. Yes, and maybe I should do that. Maybe I head up the hill along past the dam. I'll show you where that is on the way back, and then I can come round in one very large loop. There will be a big loop. Right, heading up the steps. That's where it's coming from, down along the bottom there. It's quite nice up through here. This piece gets really slippery in the winter though, so you have to be really careful up here. This time of the year, it's all good. Right, I'll head up to the top of the hill. This piece is surprisingly clean, which is rather nice. Like all trails, the higher you go, the better the view. This is no exception. Where I started was down in the trees over that way. There's the bridge down through there. Yeah, very nice. Right, on I go. Right, so here we are at the top of the hill. Just come over the bridge that way. I'll come up the bank. So I'm going to go along the top. There is a dam down and around the corner, so I might head down to there, around that corner over there. I can just see the dam in the distance by that big power tower, and I'll come back round that way. Should make for a decent loop. Right, everybody's doing what I'm doing. Got to the top of the hill, we're having a stop to recharge our batteries. Right, I'm going to head on that way. Right, that's a nice walk along here. Found a little bit of garbage, so I'll continue on my way. I'm going to head back along. I think I'll head up towards the dam. Morning. I think I'll head up towards the dam. There's the dam over there, you can see it just in the distance. I think I'll head up and around that way and see what I can find. Right, on I go. Right, that's where I started this morning, down there. I'm parked just over through those trees over there. I'm going to head up along the top here, do some more. Yeah, so it's getting busier now, so right, on I go. Right, there's the bridge downstream there, and I'm going to head up round to the dam, which is up and around that corner. Unfortunately, there's a bloody golf course here. There's you have to go round that. God forbid there'd be a path along there. So it's very noticeable up along here. Actually, there is a most definite different air about the people. I will just leave it at that. Anybody that knows this area will know exactly what I mean. Yes, delusions of grandeur. Let's just leave it at that way. Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm going to head down this way. I do have to walk up along a piece of road down here, so I do think I'm going to find a whole bunch of garbage up around here. There is some very handy parking that I've just found, which I did not know was there, but I now do. Some of it's been fenced off as well. I'm not sure why they would have fenced it off. There is some along there, but I will just head down and up and along and around. Right, on I go. I don't really like the big power lines. There's garbage over by the golf course, but they can clean up their own crap. Yeah. So I shall head down here onto the road. You do have to walk along the road along here for a little ways, but it's actually quite pleasant. It's not bad to walk. Yeah. Well, they've taken down some of the trees. Interesting. Yeah. Right, we should head down here. When you get down to this road down here, you turn right and then just follow it all the way up, and I'll show you there's a shortcut up through a back alley. Not somewhere I like to particularly walk. This is Elbow Drive, and as you can see, it's a very busy road. Not my kind of road at all. Really don't like this kind of walking on here, but I don't have a lot of option at the moment. So I will head up here, around the corner, and just up here there's a church up this way, a little ways up, and there's a driveway that heads up the side of it. You can cut up through there and it gets rid of all this noise. But this is a very busy road for Calgary, very busy. Right, like I say, this is Elbow Drive. And I'm not going to do a lot of filming along here. Don't have much interest in this piece of road, that's for sure. Right, on I go. That is a walk along there. I hate that piece of road. I absolutely hate that piece of road. It is hideous. Yeah. So much traffic. Well, if you come down this way and you want to do the loop, you'll come down, you'll see some kind of churchy thing on the side here. And 50 million people all trying to pour into there on a Sunday to all go and be very religious and all that kind of other good stuff. Yeah, I'm sure they're not there for that purpose at all. Anyway, right, get off that subject. So you'll find up the side of this church is a very nice walkway. You used to be able to cut across the parking lot, but I see they put a fence up there now. Yeah, very Christian of them. Although I'm sure that's the wrong denomination. Right, either way, so you can cut across the parking lot here somewhere, and where you're going to head is straight up this back alley. Just keep going all the way up. Don't walk all the way down onto the road. Just head up this back alley. It's way nicer to walk. Yeah, way nicer. And this will bring you out literally right at the dam. And there used to be a very nice chalk wall at the top here. So I'll see if it's still there. And you can actually draw on the wall. So I'll show you when we get up there. You'll see what I mean. Right, on I go, the trail. I can tell you now, it's nice to be off Elbow Drive. One side of the road is all really tall apartment buildings, and the other side of the road is some very, very nice houses. Don't get me wrong, they are very nice houses. However, they are really nice houses in totally the wrong location. Yeah, some of those houses up there are insane millions, but there is no way in a million years I'd want to live on that road. It is so noisy, 24 hours a day. That noise never stops. Yeah, yeah. There's some much nicer houses down some of the side roads. Yeah. The last time I came up here, which was many years ago, there was a very nice guy up here, and he was working on some stuff in the garden for his kids. I sat and chatted to this guy for some time. But, I can't remember which house it was now. One of these up here. Yeah. Super nice guy. Yeah, gave me a drink and everything. Really good. Yeah, hot day, drink of water is always nice. Yes. But basically this back alley, you are going to follow it all the way to the top. Don't turn off. There's a road that cuts across the middle of it up here in a couple of spots. But don't turn off. So listen to the difference in noise now. I'm literally a block or two off of one of the busiest roads in Calgary. If you went down there, down that road, back alley, and cut straight across, that would bring you out on, what is that? Oh god, Glenmore I think that is. Yeah, Glenmore Drive. Ah, I wonder if this is the house. Yes. See, the guy got a tree house up there. It's pretty cool, eh? Yeah, I think it was this house. Guy was doing a bunch of work on. Yes, I think it is, 'cause it's got a round window. I think this was the one. Right. Yeah, so on I go, and I'll do some more when I get to the top. Right, when you get to here, very straight on, because they don't turn off for this pathway at all. You keep going straight. And ahead of you, you will see the post, white post, and that's your pathway up over the top. Once you get up over the top of here, we're all the way around now. Once you get over the top of here, it's actually very nice. Get a good view from up here actually. But, if I remember rightly, there's a bench on the top of the hill too. So I'll have a look. Put a no parking sign on their back fence. Yes. Not sure why that's there. That's not supposed to be there. Right. So on up this path, we'll take you over the top of the hill, just up to those people are in the distance. There used to be a wall on the left hand side up here that you could draw on, like a chalk wall for kids. I'll have a look and see if it's still there. Yes, here it is. Chalk wall is still here. That's pretty good. There's chalk in the box there. Yeah. And you can write on this, do whatever you want. Yeah. Just keep it polite. Yeah. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. Yes, that is very true. Now, my philosophy on life is very simple. Never be afraid to try anything. If you try something you don't like it, don't do it again. It's really cool, eh? I like this wall. Yeah. Yes. Visit Rome again. Peace for Ukraine. Visit Rome. Yes, interesting. Right, anyway, you get to here and head up over the top of here. Where that path brings you out, this was the old road. Used to be a drive along here many years ago, and across the dam was a road at one point before they built the bypass. That's Glenmore over there, that's the Glenmore Reservoir. That's the causeway, and there's very nice bike routes up through here. You can actually park along the side here, there is some parking there, but I'm going to walk down and across the dam. It's actually been reasonably clean up through there, not bad at all. Only did about half a bucket up that piece, and there's plenty of garbage cans, so that's good. You'll find yourself at the top of this hill. So I'm going to head down that way over the dam. Right, so just heading down across the bridge here. This is the dam. It's a damn good path. Yes. Ah, what have we got here? Halfway detour. Okay. Well, according to that, it says it's closed, but it's very much not. Yeah. Right. Either way. Right. This is the dam. They did increase the water capacity of this reservoir considerably. I'll just cut across here, make sure there's nobody coming. Yes. Big gates underneath here. Very cool, eh? Yeah. Yes, very nice. There's great big dam gates across there, so they can actually raise those gates. And if they raise those gates and seal them off, it actually increases the capacity of the reservoir by nearly twice. And this is why this level here can vary a huge amount. If you look down there, so it's very dangerous. Never ever venture down there. Yeah. There is a walkway along the bottom there. You see where those people are. You can get along there quite a distance, so I might actually walk along that way. I'm not sure, because if I go down there it means I have to come back up again. Yeah. Because you can't get all the way around the corner because the bank got eroded in the floods of 2013. You used to be able to. There was an old barn around there. You used to get around past the old barn, but you can't now. So, yes. Right, very nice. Right. So I'll head across this way. Actually looks pretty damn clean. And the bikeway they put across here seems to be that recycled foamy stuff, like a tyre or whatever, so it's nice and bouncy. Yeah. Right. I will continue on my way. There's downtown Calgary over there. This is a good place to get, if you've got a good zoom lens, this is a good place to get pictures of downtown. So, right, I will continue on my way. Going to head along the bridge this way. It's remarkably clean actually. I think this might be a little bit grubby across here, but it's not. Yeah. Right, well we'll have a look across, go down and around, maybe around the other side, see what we can see. It's a very popular route for cyclists and what have you, as you can see. So that's always good. Right, I will continue that way. There's a set of steps here that leads down the side, but if I, like I say, if I walk all the way down there, I can walk down through the valley and back up the other side, walk down along the bottom, or I can walk along the path along the top. Walking down there is fine, but it means I've got to walk back up the same bank when I get the other side. There is no way around the corner at the bottom, unfortunately, anymore. Used to be. You can't get around there now. Right, so I think I'll just go this way, follow the path up and around, and I think we'll just head back that way. Right, so anybody who's not familiar with this area, where I'm parked is down the bottom of the valley down there. That's called Sandy Beach, and where I walked was up along where you see those houses in the distance, up along there, and then you have to walk out onto the horrendous road, Elbow Drive, walk along here, because there's a golf club down in the bottom here, and they've got Delusional Golf Club. Either way, typical golf club. I can't stand golf clubs, you may have guessed. The only good thing about golf clubs is they keep an area green, and that's about it. Yeah, so walk along the road along that way. You come up the back path, which is over there through those trees. There's the old road across there. You come across the dam, And up around this way, that building you can see on the horizon over there, that's Rocky View Hospital. Now if you want to do the walk down to the bottom and along, you can head down this path down here, and all along the bottom there's loads of nice trails and walkways and bits of water down there. You'll find loads of people having picnics and that down in there in the summer. There's loads of nice area down in the bottom there. Just be careful, because you are at the bottom of the dam, and the dam can release water at various moments without telling you. And where I'm parked is up and around this corner. I'll do some more when I get up around there. So far, not too much garbage along this piece, so that's good. Right, I'll see if I can find some pictures of my old photo stash that I have. Down along, roughly along the side, roughly where I'm pointing there. There used to be an old barn there. There was an old red barn. And in the floods of 2013 it all got completely washed out along here, scoured the whole corner out, took out the whole corner of the golf club as well. And, the dam is up over that way, so to do this loop across there, around behind all those houses along the back of there, and then back across the dam that way, and then you can walk back along this way. It's actually not a bad walk, it's a reasonable walk. The only part that's a real pain in the arse is walking along Elbow Drive. That's hideous. Don't like that piece of it at all. But I'm going to walk along top here. These houses down in here, these are a few houses that still remain from a long time ago. But like I say, the red barn has gone, or the red building. I'll see if I can find a photo of that and see if I can put it in with the video here. Right, just cutting through the school here. Doing a lot of construction down in the park down here, so let's see what they're doing. They tarmac the road down through here. Can't believe they tarmac this road. Rather nice that they have, because I can tell you now, this road used to be hideous. When I got to this corner, I actually downshifted and took it out of overdrive, downshifted to 2, ready to go down and do some off-roading down here. And looks like they've actually doing a hell of a lot of work here. Yeah. Yes, this used to be a seriously hideous gravel road, and in the summer you'd come up here and you'd find people double parked up the side here, and it's oh, it's terrible, absolutely terrible. But this is a lot better, so I will do some video down here. Looks like there's not much garbage to pick up here. Looks like they've pretty much finished that piece, so I will head down here. They're redoing all the pathways and that over on this side too. Very nice to see. Right, on I go. Right, nice down here. It looks fairly litter free. People playing tennis down here. This looks actually fairly clean. I've been here before and this has been quite the mess. So it's pretty good. Now they're doing a lot of construction down through here. A lot. So we've got tennis courts and that going in there. Yeah, pathways all being redone up over that way. Wow, there's a lot of construction and that going on down in here. Yeah, well, that's pretty cool. Nice to see. I came that way, so I'm going to head back up off on the other side here. See if that's clean at the bottom. These are the last few of the houses that still exist down here. Used to be more houses down here, but this is the last few. Yeah. Very nice location, I have to admit. Great place for a house. Yes, he's been here a while. Right, I'm going to head down and see if I can walk along the bottom here a little bit. Yes, very nice. Not too many houses down this way now. Yeah. Right. I will head down through here. I suspect I'll probably find some more garbage down across this way. Let's see what I can find. I've not been down here for a while. I'll see if I can find a photo of the last picture I took from this location. There's some garbage here, so I will pick that up and I'll head down onto the pretty much as far as I can walk along that way without getting my feet wet. Haven't been down here for a while. I was up over the top there this morning. But, as I was saying this morning, a lot of people like to float down the river here. And this lady's got the best chair in the house. A lot of people getting ready to float down river by the look of it. We need a little bit more water in here for floating in the river. Oh, there's a little bit of garbage there. You get that picked up, we can head on our way. Right, so now back to where I started this morning. That was a good walk round. 7 buckets in total. Most of them down in the bottom of here, unfortunately. Right, on I go. Thanks for coming along.